So I've given myself a mission to make single color paintings. I'm trying to work my way through the full rainbow. I made this pink one, I made this green one, and I made this blue one. And I think now I'm ready to take on my next single color artwork. But there's one color I've been absolutely dreading. Yellow. Yellow's a tricky color. It seems like no matter the brand or no matter the paint type, yellow is just always a transparent color. It takes layer after layer to get any kind of coverage, and it's just my least favorite paint to paint with. I was gonna save yellow for the very end, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do future me a favor and just knock it out right now and save something more chill like violets for the very end. So, without further ado, making art with only yellow. Instagram Live. Howdy folks, you know the drill. What should I paint? Using only yellow only painting. We got a giraffe, lemons. How many times will we see Pikachu mentioned? Brazil football jersey. Pikachu, there it is, I knew it. Ninja banana, Pikachu again. A VW Beetle. Karis? Don't know what that is. Oh, 3 sunflowers in a row. Your lovely editor and assistant Nick with jaundice. Nick, get off the live. New York taxi, yellow submarine, tennis ball, Wolverine, Koki, am I saying that right? Kill Bill tracksuit, a pasta warrior. Now that would be cool, Mr. Spaghetti Ninja. Coldplay, it was all yellow. Yellow duck, sunflower. We're getting so many sunflowers, we're getting so many lemons, we're getting so many Pikachus. Golden finch, a giraffe skateboarding on a yellow longboard while wearing a Kill Bill tracksuit. That would be sick. Painting done. We got the whole concept. Thanks everyone, we're packing it up, we're going home. Kipto peeing his pants. Mac and cheese. Cheetah, I could paint a cheetah. Yellow Game Boy, yellow hammerhead shark with oozing cheese. That sounds very cool. Cheetara, Thundercats, oh, shiny Lickitung. Oh man, this is great. A really cheesy corner sun. Oh yeah, I should just, with crayon. Golden Mario mushroom, banana Laffy Taffy eaten by a yellow Wu-Tang member. See, stuff like that. Toe fungus, oh, good golly. Golden Samurai meditating as he's about to make sushi out of a shiny Magikarp. Let's go. SpongeBob, Simpsons, butter, noodles, yellow cat on a blue background. I can't use a blue background, it's only yellow. Yellow rain boots, submarine. Whew, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much. I will see you soon. Thanks for all the ideas. Catch you on the flip side. Goodbye. Oh. Okay, so I got this crazy list of all you guys' absolutely insane ideas, and now it's time for me to get sketching. I decided to start things off with the giraffe as the central character. Then I decided to plop him down in a big overstuffed high back chair. No idea why, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. On this sketch, I decided to bust out a good old-fashioned vanishing point. I was gonna put him inside of a room with a bookshelf and windows, and I guess I wanted to do it proper with like grid lines and perspective. Every painting in this single color series is 11 inches by 14 inches. So not only am I punishing myself by using only yellow, but I'm also packing a ton of tiny details onto a relatively small canvas. Okay, so here is my concept art. I think it's looking pretty cool. I was able to get a lot of the things that you guys suggested into there. I got my giraffe, the Kill Bill tracksuit, yellow rain boots, sunflower, New York taxi, a Koki, a golden finch, golden mushroom from Mario, rubber ducky, the Coldplay Parachutes album, which features the song Yellow, Wu-Tang, tennis ball, yellow submarine, yellow Game Boy, a lemon. There's all kinds of stuff in here. This is gonna be a crazy painting. I'm liking it. He's kind of busted a hole through his room because all my other paintings have that kind of frame within a frame thing. There's the water from the pink one. The jungle scene is kind of cut out in the green one. The ice scene is kind of cut out in the blue one. And now we have like a room scene, but the giraffe is kind of busting out of this frame within a frame, which I think adds like depth to the piece and makes it look really cool. But now that my concept art is done, it's time to transfer this onto the panel so I can start this painting. Yellow! Let us begin. I exported my art out of Procreate and opened it up in Photoshop. Then I exported it to Acrobat and hit the poster button to print it out on multiple pages. When it was done printing, I grabbed it, trimmed the excess, and taped the image together. I grabbed my colored ballpoint pens and started tracing over the artwork and pressed through the transfer paper, which is coated in graphite, which leaves markings on my panel exactly where I traced it. It's magical stuff. Okie dokie, I've got my sketch transferred onto my panel and now I'm gonna tone this thing. And I'll give you 3 guesses what color I'm gonna tone this.
Violet.
Red. Pink.
If you guessed yellow, you are 100% correct. Now, let's tone this panel.
With the sketch transferred and the panel toned, the prep work is now complete. And now, the man in yellow can begin the true challenge. It's time for him to take on the most difficult color and begin the painting.
Oh, it's stuck to the table. It's really stuck. Whoa, dude. The panel is toned. Wow, that was crazy. Now it's time for me to actually start painting this thing. Let's go. That was crazy. It really was stuck.
With such a limited color palette, he must carefully choose his colors. Each shade of yellow has a role to play.
Unlike blue or green, yellow lives in a very narrow bandwidth of hues. You try to warm it up anymore, it becomes super orange. You try to cool it down, it's quickly green. Even adding pure black to pure yellow, you get this kind of like pea green mossy color, which is like just so trippy to me. I am stuck in this tiny sliver of color, and I somehow have to create separation between all these elements in the painting.
Every part of the painting requires 2, 3, 4, or even more layers to get good coverage with the yellow paint.
While I keep painting all the tiny details in this background, I'm gonna let you know that this video is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is a website where you can build a website. They have these amazing templates, and all you gotta do is drop your awesome content into their beautiful templates, and boom, you got a website. These templates are already set up for you to just look beautiful, work great on mobile, tablet, PC, whatever. I use Squarespace to run my entire online shop, and it's the centerpiece to my business. And if you ever run into any issues, they have 24/7 customer support. So what are you waiting for? It's time for you to have a beautiful website. Go to squarespace.com to start your free trial. And then when you're ready to launch your site, go to squarespace.com/1000 for 10% off the first purchase of a website or domain. So in summation, yellow is my least favorite color to paint with because it's very transparent and always requires lots of coats. And if you're trying to paint with only yellow, it's a very narrow slice of hues on the color wheel, and there's not much room to play. Okay, I got my background done. Bookshelves, carpet, window, paintings, lots of stuff going on in the background. Now we move on to the fun part, to the main character, the foreground, my giraffe chilling on a chair. Struggling with the yellow, not gonna lie, it's a struggle. This process is only reaffirming my beliefs that yellow is my least favorite color to paint with, but hopefully it'll look cool in the end. Let's move on to painting this character.
Love from the first light, I was taking you, stirred from a dream. You were not yet awakened. I knew this feeling would stay.
It was time to paint the big, comfy, overstuffed, high-back Chesterfield chair. I went from dark sandy browns to yellow ochre, up into mustard, and all the way up into creamy yellow highlights. But I'm trying to save certain pure yellows for a bit later in the process, so when I do use them, they'll pop. Finally, I get to paint the giraffe, and I knew this character was gonna make or break this piece of artwork.
As long as stars are in the sky, as long as day comes before the night, as long as the shore bears the heavy waves, I will love you always.
I tried to choose my colors carefully to keep my giraffe in the world of yellow and not slide too far over towards orange.
I will love you always.
And now for the Kill Bill tracksuit. This is what I've been saving my pure yellows for. And speaking of things being too orange, I repainted the back of the bookshelves because that was just looking a bit too tangerine to me. It took 4, 5, 6 layers of yellow, but this tracksuit is finally looking good, and the absolute icing on the cake are those black stripes. This painting might actually end up looking good.
It's nearly done. The finish line is in sight. But the battle has yet to be won. There comes a time in every man's life where he must stand face to face with his greatest enemy? Will he be crushed beneath the pressure, or will he rise to the challenge and stand tall in the face of defeat? He always knew this day would come. He just hoped it wouldn't come so soon. It's time to take the test and find the answer once and for all. Will this color be too much for him? Or will he finally become the true master of yellow?
Rainbows and the sunflower. It's time for mighty morphin yellow power. Yellow is the worst pain, and I got more coast than the North Face. Please give me more Pasadena, and let me turn this to a masterpiece. I'm painting all these cracks to see. The walls fall down, I just smash the scene. Call me Yellow King, your majesty, and the tracks are gonna match the feet. Once upon a time the colors scared me, but now the yellow one is legendary.
Victory! The yellow only challenge is complete. I have finished my painting. I'm actually super hyped on this thing. It was a struggle. Yellow is still hard to paint with. I have maybe learned a few things about yellow through this process. Maybe I'm like 5% less scared of the color than I used to be, but I think this turned out pretty freaking sick. So there's just a couple things left to do. I gotta show you guys the final sexy shots of this thing, but first, this is going to be available just like every other painting in the single color series as a Giclee print. Giclee prints high quality archival inks on museum quality paper, like the nicest version of prints that you can make. Is going to be available as a 16-inch by 20-inch and an 11-inch by 14-inch. I did that for the pink one, I did that for the green one, I did that for the blue one, and now the yellow one is getting released as a Giclee print too. Kind of a whole series. When I finish this one color challenge series, it'll be cool to have like a whole rainbow of all the prints hanging on the wall. I can't wait to see that. So you can pre-order your print at 10hun.com over on the prints page. Each print is going to be signed and numbered by me. 10hun.com. Get yourself a print of this. Do me a favor, hit that like button if you liked this video. Hit the like button if you like the color yellow. Hit the like button if you like the fact that I tackled yellow, even though it's my least favorite color to paint with. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Very proud of this. I think it's the first time I've ever painted a giraffe. But without further ado, the final sexy